All right, all right, all right. It's 4 o'clock. Market closed. Had me nervous, though. I'll tell you. That sell-off. I thought I was looking at a sell-off like yesterday. I don't think we're out of the woods yet. On the daily, dank, dank, dank. We closed just below the Keltner and above the 50 EMA, which is pretty cool. We still have the possibility of tagging this 486. Would have been happier if we closed up at the highs, but you know what? You can't really argue about that little bit of a sell-off. High of 595. That would have been a sweet close. So the 8-day EMA is kind of posing a little resistance. Maybe tomorrow we'll snap back. Who knows, man? I mean, maybe tomorrow we'll end up going down. You can see the daily momentum has rolled over a little bit, and what's interesting is that it is still a downtrend, still lower high, lower low. So we could open up and then trend down or trend down. I'm thinking I still want to see us tag that 486, close that gap, and then make the move up. That's what I'm looking for. But it looks like the momentum on the daily might be rolling around and changing that picture. If we look at the 60-minute, we're making lows, but we're not making new lows on the momentum. Here we came up, so this looks like a consolidation move, and really we could probably put a trend line in right here. Come on, hold still. The boat's rocking. And we'll see if we roll around tomorrow. You could play trend lines on your momentum charts. It's a good way to track what's going on. So if we break this tomorrow, we'll see a move up. You can see the histogram kind of fading. This baby's rolling over, but yet that could be because we came into the end of the day. So we'll see tomorrow. We'll actually keep that on the chart and watch it. And let's look at the Fibonacci. Think. So we did a 38% retrace, which really that's too much of a retrace. If we go down and test this bottom again, I wouldn't really call that a double bottom. I'd look for it to go down, test, bounce, and test again, and then I call that a double bottom. This would, to me, is a new bottom after 38%. If it went 33 or 23%, then tested again, I'd call that a double bottom. But this is a pretty substantial retrace, so a move down is going to be a new move, and I'm going to have to look for another double bottom. You can get a V bottom and just test the low, which is probably the case. But if I was trading it on a technical, I'd look for a double bottom on that. So we'll keep our eye on that for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have non-farm payroll, which is big doings, and everybody's sticking around and looking out for that. The other thing I want to demonstrate is this is a retrace down. So this is probably a retrace of the retrace. This ultimately is a retrace down, but we'll see what we did here. So we tagged that 61.8 mark on that move down, and that's a natural retrace, and we could turn around and roll around. Usually you see 50, and that's where you play it to, and look, we closed right around the 50 mark. So this could be the beginning of another move down right here. So we'll keep our eye on it. This low is slightly lower than this. It's still a divergence, but this low is slightly lower than this low, and if we roll around, then this high will be lower than this high, and we could look for it to make a lower low, or it could make a higher low, and then that confirms a consolidation in this area. This wouldn't be a bad place to consolidate. And if I looked at the daily, see how that feels to me if we consolidate right there. That doesn't feel too bad. You can see I put these two trend lines in a while ago after we had that bounce. And we broke the first one and then came down and tested the second one twice and pulled back up. But again, we're still lower high, lower low. So yeah, we could come down and just continue that much down. So basically, if I'm buying, I'm buying, and I'm confident in it. We had another case in Minnesota. The guy's already self-resolved, and he's in New York, so that's going to be all over the place in no time because you went on top of each other in New York. And he was at the Javits Convention Center, so forget about it. It was probably packed, and we're going to start getting these cases left and right. But the interesting thing about New York is they're crazy about the vaccine, man, and they're like boosting and double boosting. So it's going to be interesting to see how this fares in New York. But it seems like everybody self-resolves with this. And it seems also like the pharmaceutical companies aren't talking about that, and the politicians aren't talking about that because they want to push the booster shot and get everybody boosted up. So I think if you drill down into it, it just looks like this is not going to be that big a deal. But it's new, and I didn't expect us to be messing with it 2 years after it happened. I figured when COVID started, it would have been a wrap by the summer and we'd be up and running. So anyway, it's new horizon, and we'll have to see how it unfolds. Just looking around on the market, everything seemed like it kind of participated. Let's look at the ETFs. Think, yeah, we're green across the board. Gold's down, and nat gas is down, and Singapore is down, which is interesting because I was listening to a lecture from a Singapore doctor yesterday, and he was really insightful and painted a really clear picture about this disease and your immune system and the role that T cells play and things like that. So it was very interesting. But anyway, everything participated in this rally up. That's what you want to see. You want to see it going across the board. Let me take a quick look too at the 10-year. Come on, come on, come on. Really shouldn't be the case going on. All right. Well, anyway, the 10 years up a little bit, and oh, there we go. Still trading down. Looks like the momentum's fading a little. It's closing inside the Keltner. This baby might turn around. If we start seeing the 10-year turnaround, that means people are leaving their safety investments and heading back into the market, and that's something we want to see. We can see a little turnaround on the 120 and a little turnaround. This looks like it's creating an inverted head and shoulders. So I think that interest rates are bottoming out, and we'll probably start seeing a move up. And let's look at the VIX. Yeah, VIXy. Oh, it's in the 60s. So everybody in the Northeast. Okay, so you can see the spike here, and it looks like it's fading out. We got an inside bar on the daily, so that's kind of a who knows. If the VIX breaks the low of today tomorrow, then we're going to start moving down, and I think we'll go down to about the 24.65 range or so. But this is really overdone. It really appears to be overdone to me. So I think I'm expecting that this VIX is going to pull back, which means that people are gaining confidence in the market. So anyway, keep chipping away, man. Keep chipping away. I do believe that, by March, you're gonna really, really do well in the market, and I think that will probably be back, if not past, our all-time highs by March. So I guess you guys don't need to see that. Anyway, keep chipping away. Find out what you like. Figure out what you like. You know what I like. I talk about it all the time. Just chip away at that. Hey, Psycho Trader almost blew himself up. Everybody who's been with me for a while knows who Psycho Trader is. He almost blew himself up. I talked it through it. Finally got him to mitigate his losses. Did it a little later than he should have. So he took a little beating, but almost wiped himself out. We had those phone calls. Oh my God, Dave. Oh my God, Dave. Oh my God, Dave. And asking me redundant questions and things of that nature. So actually, I had to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because I just wanted to focus and make money. Don't be that guy, man. If you're feeling the pressure and you're feeling that anxiety and you can't focus, then you're just in the market too heavy, too much. Don't trade like that. This is not a casino. It's not an environment to gamble. You should be calm and cool. Everybody should be meditating. You should be at peace when you trade. And you know what else? Good luck trading.